morning, everyone.
Good
Hi,
morning.
Veronika. Hi,
Hey, Aluna.
meet you. Hi, guys, who are watching us on LinkedIn as well. We have a nice integration today. And let us wait just 1 minute for somebody else. And here we go. Here we start. We have amazing talks today, but I can't tell you before we start. Let's wait 1 minute. Hi, dear colleagues and partners. I'm Alina Maslova, and I will be moderating our talks today. Welcome to the second day of High Sustainable World Networking Conference. And the main topic of this conference is about the community, how to build the community, how to interact with people, how to build human relations at all, and how to use the community as a marketing instrument or something like that. And I will share with you some interesting information about two big and amazing communities, sustainable communities like Why on Earth and like SPSC ambassadors during the whole 3 days of our conversation. I will tell you more. For active participants, SPSC ambassadors prepared participation certificate to High Sustainable World. And please feel free to ask our speakers many questions and share your opinion with us, your thoughts. It will be important, very productive, and of course, fun. The subtopic of the day one was managing sustainable product to achieve sustainability goals. And today we will talk about services for companies in sustainability, sustainable consulting, IT sphere, and media production as instruments, as tools of sustainable development campaign. We have a nice geography today. Australia, wow, the United States, Mongolia, and me in Kyrgyzstan now. Let's listen to sustainability mindset coach now, Veronika Tietz, about how positive communication helps to reimagine sustainability. Hi, Veronika. Good morning.
Hey, Aluna. Thank you for organizing this amazing event. I'm looking forward to present now. Can I share my screen?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Can you see my screen well?
Yeah.
Awesome. So I'm gonna introduce myself first. So hi, I'm Veronika Tietz. I'm currently based in Brisbane, but I'm originally from Germany. And my background is in food science. And in 2022, I graduated my master's degree in sustainable food systems. So for quite a while, I have been working and living within thinking about how to make our world more sustainable. What are the pain points? Why isn't it happening as quickly as we need to? And during my travels, I developed a huge passion for sustainability because I just saw this diversity and there's just so much opportunity in our world to seize. And I want to say first and foremost, going to space is not an option. I know the technologies are a reflection of human ingenuity, but they are not the only hope we have. And many, in particular, expensive technologies simply only treat the symptoms and do not tackle the challenge at their root. A great example is carbon, because in the sustainability space, we talk a lot about carbon, which is fair enough because it fuels and accelerates the impacts of the climate crisis. But if we are only focusing on removing carbon from the atmosphere, instead of as well putting more attention into the root causes of carbon, because carbon just shouldn't be released in the first place. So there was this discrepancy I realized. So why are we focusing so much on tackling the symptoms and not the root of a cause? The good news is we already have everything we need to make sustainability mainstream. But one underestimated obstacle is the way we talk about sustainability. And in the last 6 months, I have engaged in a lot of communication and discussions about sustainability. And a pattern I realized is going through all the discussions is how grim and terrible the future is looking like, because it's fair enough, the climate crisis can't be underestimated. But it's not only the only crisis we have. We have so many of them lining up, all of them interconnected as well. And yeah, so what can we do? And in many cases, sustainability is portrayed as too complex, too complicated, too risky, or too expensive. And if we talk about our future like that, or about our challenges and about sustainability, that it's just a burden, then who wants to join? Like, I'm also not motivated to do anything. And I heard a very smart man saying that 99% of humans don't do anything for the climate crisis. So that's a big issue. It's really, we need everyone on board, because we are everyone is part of a planetary systems. But saying that sustainability is so complex, expensive, risky, etc., that's very far from the truth, because it's actually the opposite. We already have everything we need to be sustainable, because we need less. We need to not put carbon into the atmosphere. We should not pollute our oceans, etc. We know how to get there, but there's one piece missing, and I'm gonna get back to this later. And so one of the reasons why there's this high disengagement in climate action is because of the way we communicate. If we say crisis, if we continue about the challenges and etc., it seems like it's unsolvable. And then we are also portraying a future which is not really something we can look forward to. And going to the next slide. So there was a very smart man, and he's widely known as Albert Einstein, and he says that we cannot solve our global challenge, or I'm adjusting it a little bit to our times, so that we can't solve our global challenges with the same mindset which created them. So the business as usual mindset will not help us at all tackling our global crisis. And luckily, everything in the human world is derived from one source. It's our brain. When you look around you, everything happened due to a person making a decision. Like you see this, the fan just behind me, this is there because people decided it. People decided to use the resources to make this. It's a long supply chain of putting the fan up there, and I don't even know where the materials is coming from. I don't know where the plastic is coming from. I know the energy is coming from the roof, from the sun, because we are solar powered. But imagine that everything in our world, in our human-made world, is derived from one source, the brain. And this means that it is derived from a person making a decision, and some are more influential than others. So climate, plastic, poverty, racism, etc., are all human problems. They don't necessarily happen or at all in the natural world.
Yeah, agree. Absolutely agree.
Thank you. And so, well, I'm a very big supporter of solutions. I don't like just talking about the problems and being stuck into, oh, what shall we do? And so with all the information I gained during my lifetime, I don't know, I realized that so when humans have a problem, it's not a nice thing to say, but it is sort of true. but we don't need to keep it this way. So how about we create a mindset shift? And therefore, I developed a program to explore and develop and live a sustainability mindset, because it helped me a lot to understand the complexity and like the interconnectedness and the issues a little bit better. And I think this has a huge potential for everyone to get on board and to empower them and to enable them to make the decisions which will be better for themselves, for others, for the natural environment, and like in the end for the future of all of us. And so this program is based on my journey when I went through becoming more sustainable, becoming more aware of the issues in the world. And it's based on my academic career and my big passion for sustainability. So it consists of 4 roles. So the first is your role, our role in the world, and it entails to work on worldview and perspectives and what sustainability means to you, because it's a term we use a lot, but it is not well understood. But it doesn't have to be this way. And your role is also based on your strengths, because every single one of us has such different capabilities and abilities to bring positivity or like better outcomes to our world. And as well, what should not be overlooked is that your needs, wishes, and desires also should take place in a sustainable development. The second part of the program is to rediscover the relationship with nature. So part of it is ecoliteracy, to understand how natural systems operate and make it possible for us to live on our planet, because this is not something which is well understood or realized. And big parts of it are also understanding that we need to regenerate the natural world, and understanding how we impact, like our negative impact, but also the positive impact we can make. And as well, everything we do to make it stay within the planetary boundaries, so that we become again one with what gives life, with what supports life, and this is the natural world. The third area, sustainability competencies. This is like tools and knowledge you can use to make better decisions and sustainable decisions to create a sustainable future, like systems thinking, long-term thinking, understanding the interconnectedness. Like this is where the complexity comes in, which is fair enough. It is complex, but it doesn't have to. And what I think a competency is as well, just being human, because like this is so overlooked, just about being mindful, having a purpose, again reconnecting with nature, and like the self-awareness. And the last part is action. So we've become future ready, and to reimagine our future and be able to make change happen. This is the last part of a program where we put all this knowledge, all the competencies, like all the understanding of a role we have in this world, and turn it into action. Because as I said, we don't necessarily need new technologies. We just need a different way of how we exist, or not a new way, but reconnecting again with life, with the planetary systems. And the beauty in this is that every single journey is unique. Like every single one of us will have different ideas and different opportunities to make change happen. But best thing is we are not alone in this, because we need everyone on board, and we need to bring back the diversity we have as a human being. And like we talk a lot about like biodiversity in the natural world, but we need the diversity in the human world as well, and preferably connected like as the one entity with the natural world.
Agree. Yeah.
And yeah,
sorry. I have a question, but I wait till the end because yeah, I'm really curious about the huge problem and the same time a huge solution. And I would love to ask you, Veronika. Thank you. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Oh, that's all right. Because that's almost my last slide. So we need to create a sustainable future worth looking forward to, because it's not only about tackling our crisis, it is as well imagining and shaping and tinkering and everything, like even knitting, I don't know, like whatever you love, whatever you like doing, is to create a sustainable future worth looking forward to. And I wish that there were like more communication will be about, okay, there's an obstacle, but we can overcome it. How can we make it back better? How can we align it that the natural world is not being further diminished, or that like with all the social unrest we have in the world, how can we make better decisions to create a future, to become future ready? And so my intention with this program I developed is to nurture the sparks of hope and imagination and a new way of being in the world that works for all of us. And I want to take unexpected opportunities to enhance a new paradigm, foster new connectedness, and help grow the roots of this new way of thinking and acting and being on this planet. And additionally, I just want to invent new possibilities of shaping a better life with every person who crosses who joins me on the journey. Yeah. And
well, thank you.
This is so if you want to connect, I'm on LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook. You can see down in the right, there's my website. You can also email me. I'm happy to connect and create a future worth looking forward to.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Veronika. I'm really excited about your approach. And guys, I would love to say that I took a coaching session with Veronika, not only one, but we have a bunch of coaching sessions. And I would like to share the feedback with you. Veronika is very practical specialist and practical oriented specialist, and we detailed discuss and figure out what is sustainability and how can we behave. And I think, Veronika, you mentioned a very huge problem, like maybe the lack of opportunity to involve more people in sustainability, because they don't really understand what is sustainability and what should they do, how can they act to achieve sustainable development goals. And maybe in this case we have a lack of activity. Maybe we have some active actions, but we don't know often to which they are oriented. Yeah. And right now, I would love to ask you, please give us a short one comment, how to work with, please, expert opinion right now, how to work with our thoughts, how to do the mindset for ourselves to be more sustainable. Easiest practice, easiest skill, please.
I think it is to understand that a lot of what we think is normal should not be normal. So a lot of what is the norm is not the norm. So for example, it is the norm to go by car every day, be in traffic, go to work, when on the way back home, you're in traffic again. So like, this is a unsustainable behavior because it is, it is causing a lot of pollution, and where like, I don't need to go into detail in this, but I think just understanding that the world we live in, or the most worlds or societies, are built on unsustainability. This helped me a lot to understand, oh, this behavior is normal to me, but it shouldn't. So what can I do to change that? So what are my options? For example, people like when people are asking for sustainability tips, how to be more sustainable, then you see like, oh, go by bike, go like in the area of transport, like go by bike, use public transport, etc. But what if the public transport where I live, for example, is so bad and so painful that it makes it not easy for me to make the sustainable decision? For example, I can't go by bike anywhere because there's no bike path connecting my suburb with a city. So this is a sustainable decision I already can't make. Then the buses are terrible where I am, and I live in a very big city. So I think, yeah. So to make it short, like understanding that the norms we live in should not be normal. So how can we make them sustainable?
Okay, please keep in mind, everybody who are watching us here and in LinkedIn. And right now, thank you, Veronika. Thank you so much. And please, we'll be friends. Welcome to be friends with Veronika, and welcome to connect and contact. And you will figure out more about sustainable life and sustainability mindset. Thank you very much.